Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So today I want to talk about ascension symptoms, light codes and light frequency. Why it happens on the journey. And this doesn't happen to some, it happens to all. If you're not going through these, then you may not be on the journey. A lot of the time, twin flames has now become this buzzy, trendy word to say I'm in a twin flame journey. Twin flame journey is an awakening journey. It is a powerful transformation. The Kundalini is activated, your core wounds are activated. You will go into dark night of the soul and you will have that heart chakra activation. Once the twins are activated onto the journey, you are now both dancing and now both working with that one soul frequency. And you are then working with that third energetic frequency. This is hard on the mind, it's hard on the body, it's not an easy process. You are going through a rebirth and deep transformation. So let's talk about some of the strange feelings that you will go through, and these are all the ascension symptoms. I want to start off by saying that please always, don't just put it down to ascension symptoms. Always go and get medical advice and just check in to make sure it's nothing else first. So some of the things that you will feel on this journey is the vision. Your vision can become hazy as you're working with that light frequency and that new energy, and you're starting to work with your third eye instead of just focusing on these eyes. Your third eye, once it starts to really open up that third eye frequency, which is your psychic gifts, which is your clairs, which is seeing beyond the physical world, you can get a haze, you can get a real blur in your vision. Now, as I say, always go and get it checked out, make sure it's nothing else. But it is common with ascension symptoms. This is because your third eye is now being activated. Another thing that can happen is this tense feeling across your shoulder blades. This is because you are now working at a lot higher frequency, at an angelic frequency. And we often call them the angel wings. Now, you may feel a tightening. Sometimes people even feel wings coming out of them. They can feel the sensation of it. It's perfectly normal. It's just because you're now able to work in a lot higher frequency. Another thing that happens is the Buddha belly, as people call it. But basically, it can be bloating. Once again, always make sure it's nothing else but bloating in the stomach, in the solar plexus, sacral chakra, is because you are now able to hold more light frequency. Remember, twins are here. It is a double mission. It's not just about union with your divine masculine. This is about you, divine divine feminine, coming into your sacred sovereignty. You are here on this planet to help change us from that fear-based frequency into love and abundance and working with the highest frequency of all, which is love. And so you will feel that light frequency starting to really penetrate the solar plexus and the sacral. Another thing that can happen is that throat. You'll find that the throat chakra comes in and out as you are awakening to your truth, to your inner truth, to your authentic truth, to you really starting to align with your soul frequency. And remember, on this journey, it's the soul that does the work. It's nothing about mind and ego. It's nothing about what's playing out here in the physical. It's everything to do with soul frequency and soul energy. Another thing that you can feel is a feeling of the world, but not of the world. It's like you're here walking through the world, but you're not fully present. It's almost like you're remote viewing what is going on. And this is just because those spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts, your healer's gifts, your ley line gifts, and your light frequency is now being activated at a very, very rapid and powerful level. And this leads me into the next one, which is ringing in the ears. Ringing in the ears is when you're tuning into the higher frequencies. Remember, yes, you've met your divine counterpart, but you will go through these transformations. You will be able to see beyond the physical form. When you walk into a room, your frequency and energy lights up the room. It heals the room. We often in awakened consciousness, sometimes we'll put pictures in there and go before awakening and after, and you can see a massive difference. You can look at some of your pictures. If you look at before you awoke and now look now, you will go, I look younger. And people will say to you, you look younger, you glow different, you've just got something. And they won't be able to put their finger on it because you'll still look like you, but your energy, your light frequency, your healing energy will be different. And you can now heal just by your words, just by your presence, because your frequency and energy is in a lot higher frequency than what it was before. Your body changes, so you may rapidly lose weight or rapidly gain weight as well as that light frequency is coming in. But weight loss is often, a real sign that you are going through those rapid changes as the luminous energetic field comes in and really extends out of that aura. Another thing that happens is eye changes, i.e., the eyes. Remember, the eyes are the windows to the soul. When you and your divine counterpart had soul recognition, through the eyes activate. The throat activates, the eyes activate. The eyes are the windows to the soul. If you look at this area of your eyes and your divine counterparts, you'll see there are similarities. When you look in your eyes, you may even see that your eye color has changed as well. Your sleep patterns can change. So you will know, you remember in that bubble love phase, you didn't need to sleep. You were running on a different frequency. But there'll be times where you feel exhausted. And this is normally when you are going through big ascension changes. Remember, when the body is asking you to rest, rest. When the body is saying, get out into nature, go and see the ocean, go and walk into the mountains, into the forest. The forest and nature and the energy and the light is what feeds everything. You're given the seeds of potential on this journey. It's up to you what you do with those seeds. You can stick in mind and ego, feeling lost, feeling like you're abandoned, feeling betrayed, or you can go, no, I am the divine feminine. This is my sacred truth. I am bringing back my power. I'm bringing back my light. I am stepping into my creative essence. Because remember, that God essence that was ignited at soul recognition is not separate to you. It is you. Your food preferences can change as well. And sometimes the skin can itch. This is because the skin is the biggest organ. And as that lower frequency is dissipating out, it is shifting you in energy and in frequency. I hope this helps. If you need more help and support on your journey, whether it is the A to Z of understanding what you are going to go through on the twin flame journey, or you need weekly support, my website is there. Everything is on there to help and support you on your journey so you get out of the pain, you get out of all that toxic energy, and you start to do the truth of the journey, which is you and always has been you. And remember who you is, soul. And what attracts divine masculine back in? Soul essence. When the divine feminine shifts into soul. I send you so much light. I send you so much love. Have a blessed day.